Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. I hope you're doing all really well. What's up, you guys? Happy Tuesday! Happy 4 years to Marco Meatball, by the way. Alright, let's get into it. We're a little late. Happy 4 years to this channel. Happy 4 years to this channel. And thank you so much for joining me early today. We will be listening to more selections from Xenoblade Chronicles 2. We'll then have a third part of this, I'm assuming, next month. So, great to see you all. We're going to get right into it right away. Today at 5 o'clock, just so you know, at 5 p.m. Eastern, we'll be doing a community live stream where we'll be celebrating and sharing video game music and talking about why we love it in celebration of this channel's 4-year anniversary. So let's just dive right in because we're a little late. This is The Awakening from Xenoblade Chronicles 2. So the goal here is to cover a few songs. It seems like a lot of people really wanted a part 2, which is why Hydro, thank you Hydro for this, has gone ahead and done a part 2 of Xenoblade Chronicles music. If your favorite track isn't played on this stream, it could be in the other OST listen that we did a couple months ago. Some tracks from last time were Battle, Gorma, and The Decision. For this particular OST, track 1 through 23 are from
Marco. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 made me cry after I finished the game. Also, do you want me to timestamp?
If you want a timestamp, you certainly can, but there's no pressure to. Thank you so much. Wait, who sent that? I like reading the Discord message. Oh, Hydro, that's very generous. Only if you want to, Hydro. For this particular track 1, thank you, that's very generous. Track 1 to 23 are from the main game. Tracks 24 through 30 are from the DLC, Torna the Golden Country. So we'll be doing some in-depth analysis of More Ardain, Still Move Forward. You will recall our names, Battle in the Skies Above, and then, of course, the track we just listened to, which I've already analyzed once before. Happy to do it again because it's so good. Torna, Battle. So I have a hard out at 2 o'clock, so we will get this puppy started. Let's get into it, shall we? Boop, 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 boop. Okay, here we go. First up is The Awakening. Thank you guys, appreciate it. When Resident Evil gameplay? End of the month. When Resident Evil 9 comes out. Oh, I like the low bass clarinet there. I like how it pulls back there. It's very beautiful. Wow, that's quite the intro. That's beautiful. It's very grand, but also there's a little bit of intimacy in the middle section where we get that really still string section, and it's just excellent. You know, it's very beautiful, very beautiful. Exploration. Yeah. Can I just say, I find it really interesting, the juxtaposition between what I just heard, sweeping, orchestral, beautiful, powerful, mixed in then now suddenly with this. Like, these two things are not like the other, and I think that counterbalance now is just excellent. You know, there's such a juxtaposition between the hard electric rock, a prog rock electric element to that, coupled with then, you know, that deeply rich classical structure that would fit in a symphony hall. The juxtaposition there is so excellent, and yeah, of course, that's Xenoblade for you, and I just think it works so well. And also, what I find interesting is that it's kind of spicy. Like, it's a unique experience, I think, to hear this kind of blend and mixture of the two forms. Now, in my mind, it's always like the metallic or the man-made versus the like natural, and I don't know how much that it repeats itself in Xenoblade Chronicles 2 compared to the first one with the Mechanis and the Bionis. So, you know, that those sort of like those things are really interesting. So I'm really yeah. Let's keep going. Thank you. Damn. I love the It's funny to me that this track is called Exploration. Like, what the fuck? What I love about that actually is the way that it shreds. You know, there's this real like there's this real pressing in the terrific guitar there, where it really like slams. And you know, it's from an emotional perspective, you know, the vibes are just immaculate because it's all about power, and it's about it's about drive, it's about power. We stay hungry, we stay, you know. And what was that from, Moana or some shit? I don't know. Anyway, oh no, wasn't that the rock rap song? Anyway, I'm sorry I did that. The dominance in that is really interesting because it really leans into the electric guitar and the bite of that is really cool because it doesn't feel like your back is against the wall at all. You're just absolutely crushing and destroying and slamming and beating the shit out of so much. And the adrenaline in it is really satisfying because it feels like it's really stepping into like, I'm gonna kick your ass vibes. You know what I mean? This is just a random battle theme. I like how unabashedly full-throated that sound is. It's just badass, you know what I mean? It has a real sting to it. And it's interesting, ba 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 ba, cuz like that to me, that phrase da ba da ba da ba 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 ba, because it's short and very rhythmic, right? Ba 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 be da ba ba. And I think that to me is really like, get the fuck out of my way. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to beat the shit out of you. And I love how much adrenaline is in that. And also too, like there's a part near the middle where there's a ton of riff, and it just feels so good. It feels so good. It feels so good. Very, very fun to listen to. That's cool. Yeah, you know, so I love how it juxtaposes danger with the, so we have the beautiful melody, which is obviously our theme, right? Ba-ba-dee. Can you see me okay? My OBS is a little bit choppy, so I just want to make sure that you're getting a smooth experience. The thing that's really satisfying about this is there's two things. There's the press of the melody, and then, which is, you know, in the upper guitar, and then there's that lower part, which is, that's the balance between the aggressor and the aggressee. Like, right, there's like there's a push and pull in there, a slight bit of challenge, and I love that right in this corner, right in here. Hey, Nyohoho, I can't believe it's been watching for pretty much, you've been watching that long, Nyohoho? That's crazy. Really, that long? 4 years? Cheers to another 4. I can't believe that today is my 4-year anniversary of this channel. It's really crazy. 4 years, man. I can't believe I'm still here just doing the thing. Like, life has changed so much. I'm so grateful. Like, this is so much fun. I feel like I have a lot to learn still, to be honest. Not that I've been coasting for 4 years, but I spent so much time, like, doing that I haven't taken a step back to just, like... That's why I've been loving, like, reading manga and stuff, you know? Like today, one of my mods has started reading Vinland, so I was like, fuck you, I'm going to read Vinland too and force you to be part of a book club with me. And, you know, today I brought my wife to the doctor, which is why we started late, and I'm already halfway through this sucker. Just bought 2 more. But like this to me is an education. You know, like this isn't just reading. This is like absorbing like a deeply important piece of media. And reading is so fun. I love reading manga so much. It's like my favorite. But anyway, all that to say, like, yeah, no, it's so fun. And hopefully you guys that are watching the VOD, like still are able to just sit here and vibe, maybe learn something, maybe not learn something. At the very least, hopefully people are still tapping into like the emotions of things, you know, whether it ever goes too deep or not. Like, I hope that when you watch a video, you're entertained, but then also you are thinking about music differently. You know, that's all that really matters to me. I shed the professorial moniker like 2 years ago, and I'm really glad I did. So lewd, showing so much skin. I did get oh my god. Yesterday I ordered a Summer Cart 64 because I've got an analog 3D Cummings to play Nintendo 64 stuff. It came without the fucking thing. It came like this. It literally came with just the fucking front. I was like, what? This shit's $80. Oh. You recently shaved your head? Yeah, it feels good, man. I gotta be honest. I actually love it. Scammed? I know. It's alright. Look at this fun little beanie I got. So I'm in my Zelda era. In my Zelda timeline. Isn't that cool? Repping some Hyrule. Is it purposefully big? Or is it just... I look like Link. Do people only know one bald person? Thank you. That's cool. Da, da, dee, da, da. It's cool how we add tension with the electric guitar back here. Listen to this. Like, so it's interesting. It's interesting how the back. So it's such a subtle thing, right? But the back half, you wouldn't even really pay attention to it, but it actually raises the bar and raises the tension quite a bit. And it's cool because within ba ba be da da bo ba ba be da da bo. So within that structure, which is really fun, it also fills in the gaps with this extra sort of like almost feels like missiles flying around or just this real, I don't know, it has this like real like magic, like, and it's cool because it kind of raises the tension a little bit, you know what I mean? It's so fun. It's so fun. Little stuff like that. And then it goes. And I like how that showcases tension. Like that's the thing that causes, you know, like that's the thing that actually moves us into the tension space. As far as the Zelda song, like ranking, I'd probably put Wind Waker first, Minish Cap second, and Twilight Princess third right now. But once this analog 3D comes in and I'm able to play Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, I have a feeling that's going to shift. And then also Skyward Sword is then also on the agenda for this year too. So there's a lot of, this is the Zelda year for sure. So there's a lot of flexibility there. I think Twilight Princess probably is near the middle bottom, to be honest, besides Midna's Lament, which is divine. And of course, Malomart, which is a banger, you know. All right, Omens of Life. I like how this is like, feels like a cave sound, you know? It's actually kind of like bleak. Also, for you Final Fantasy IX enjoyers, look at this shirt I got off Etsy. I might get a second one. This shirt fucking bangs. This shirt absolutely bangs. The other thing is, where's Garnet? Oh, Zidon's not here either. What? Why is Aiko here but not... It's definitely not official merch, no. Counterattack is so good. Wait, is Counterattack this game's version of Engage the Enemy? Because the way that we start, it's interesting because, you know, it starts with the electric guitar and then we move into this dialed back, sort of settled in piano, kind of, you know, this is that turning point moment, right? And then you can hear how it's almost like folding a book. Like there's that crease in the middle where like everything changes, you know? Really cool. Ah, okay. Dum, dum, ba, ba, ba. Love that hits like that. See, isn't that fun? Wait, I'm sorry. I gotta talk about this. This is not on my list, but I really like this song. So this is really cool, and I want to just break down this little corner. Just this is probably obvious to you guys, but allow me to just share. So this is cool. So right here, right, so we're kind of chill. Da, da, da. This is very kind of pulled back, really, you know, then we go back up, and the piano's saying like, no, we can do this, I believe in us, you know, this is a sound of hope in that kind of. Now here we go. So now we're kind of slowing down, and then we pick up with this big hits, and then this is really seductive, actually, because you have a little bit of a lift, a caesura, a little bit of a break, right? And a break can be so effective because it's like, man, I don't know. Can we? I think we can. Beat shift. Yes, we can, right? And the beat shift is that little lift, right? And then listen how we go. Da dee da 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 da. See, and it goes up. Ba dee da. And then it goes. Hey, thanks, Dr. Do. Appreciate it. Thank you. Yes. So it goes really fast rhythmically, which is impetus, right? That's driving forward into taking action, right? Ba-dee-da. And then we go back to legato, ya-dee-da-dee-da, right? And that's like, it's everything kind of shifts. And so you have these moments of back and forth. And really, what it really comes down to is committing towards an action and owning it. You know what I mean? Da-dee-da. Let it play. See, and then we get into syncopation here, which is really fun, or triplets, I think. Triplet. No, actually, I don't know what that is. And what's cool about this is that it's kind of like going through the different types of emotion that we experience when trying to decide how to make a choice for ourselves, right? And we can talk about this in real life. We can talk about this in music. The sort of the momentum build is really fun, and also because going from short da 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 da, it's still, this little corner is still da 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 da. It's still rhythmic, but obviously you can hear how more connectedly, how much more connected that is, even though it's rhythmic. And yeah, it's just fun. I'm just talking out of my ass. I don't know. Does any of that make sense? I don't know. I'm just saying shit. I just love this little corner so much. Right? Repeats. Hello. See, and theoretically, the song could end there, but instead it goes into this da-da, dee-da, da-da, da-da. And that's all that driving force and tension and power and adrenaline and also conflict, right? But it's interesting how the first half is kind of romantic and almost bright and optimistic and hopeful, very cantabile, very singable, only for this part to really kind of lean into the grunge elements of it, which is cool. Right? Right? Oh my god, dude, that's like an orgasm, bro. Wait, listen. Wait, I'm sorry. Listen, sorry, I shouldn't have said that, but it also kind of is true. An eargasm, I should say. Listen. Oh, right? I mean, like, isn't that fucking wild? So kind of, because it has that little bit of piano orchestral stuff, and then it just goes, and it pulls and it tugs, you know what I mean? And it kind of just, it leans into it. You know what I mean? Fuck, that feels so good. See how chill this is with the strings? Ba-dee-da-da, right? And then, right? Jesus. Dum, deem, dum, right? That's kind of bright still. Da-da, sha-da-dee-da-da-da. I'm still getting used to where to put this on my head. Then we kind of slow down again, and then we pick back up right there, right? Bow. Da-dee-da. Ja-dee-da-da-da. Da-da-da. Shut it. What's up, Beans? Thank you. Ba-dee-da-da-da. Oh, key change. Hey, thank you, Unifory. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Da-dee-da-da-da. Thank you very much. Really, it means a lot. Enjoy your lurk for the next 2 years. It's interesting how it ends that way too, because it ends rum bum ba bum. It's like what's there to come. Like it's not over, you know what I mean? It's like kind of in some ways it's just beginning, you know what I mean? Which is cool. All right, Driver versus Super Smash Bros. Ultimate soundtrack. Okay. What? Whoa. Drum and bass. Okay, okay. We're meatballing. That's right, we are. Ooh, that's fun, dude. See, I actually love shit like this. I love when we transition from really hardcore movement into, beautiful legato lines or excellent musical phrases that emerge out of intensity. Listen to how it pivots, right? Like, and then it's so bright too, you know. Hey, Headshot, what's up? I will say, you know, one criticism, if one could find one, is that sometimes these tracks can be a bit noisy, and these soundtracks can be a bit busy. That's the one thing. If I was going to find one thing to pick on and like point out for my own personal taste, I'd say that these tracks are very busy. But that's not necessarily a bad thing, right? It's just that, like, it depends on your mood. You're done. Hey, thank you, Headshot. Appreciate it so much. Really, seriously, thank you. But I will say, if I'm going to compare Counterattack, I mean, this is the second song I hear after Counterattack. Counterattack is always going to be much better than that piece. That piece is fine, right? It's a great piece. Absolutely. You know, 9 out of 10. But I felt it was kind of busy. Jump Towards the Morning Sun. A love song if I ever heard it. This is like bright summer days all day. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. That's so lovely. Hola. Todo bien, gracias. You know, I like serious stories. I really need to sit down and just lock in with Xenoblade Chronicles 1. I restarted it just because I want to play it. And I feel like it might hit the right notes because I want happy things, but I think like Trails, for instance, Trails, I think is a little bit too like, a little too peppy for me. Whereas like their other, like Dragon Quest is a little bit too like youthful, Saturday morning. And then like Star Ocean is kind of probably the same, I think. So I've been on the hunt. Honestly, I think Xenoblade might strike the balance. That and Persona 3, and I know I'm like, you know, Persona hater, but I do think that like Persona 3's themes might be interesting to me. But definitely Xenoblade. I think I just need to like lock in. I just finished Minish Cap last week, and I'm like, now what do I do? I thought I was gonna love Dragon Age 7, but I don't. So, and Yakuza Like a Dragon is a little bit too, I don't know. I can't get into it. I'm gonna start up Zero, I think, at some point, and I think I'll enjoy that because I enjoyed Kiwami 1 a lot. But for some reason, like I've been bouncing off, and I'm like, am I just out? Did I phase out of RPGs? Like my most favorite genre that I grew up with couldn't possibly be true. But I haven't found something compelling enough to really like lock into. And I think the only reason the only reason my brain gets confused with Xenoblade is just because of how long it is. But quite the glow up? Yeah, I think so. Xenoblade 3's themes do resonate with me very much. You're Portuguese? Oh man, I'm sorry. Pero yeah, sí, yo soy español. Yo puedo hablar español también. Asura's Wrath is actually on my playlist for this year. Fonsa Mima. Oh, obrigado. Desculpa. You forced your way through. Yeah, it's tough. On the one hand, I'm like against the idea of forcing my way into a game. But on the other hand, like, it feels good to finish shit. You know? Marco, did I do the WUWA 5.1? Bruh, in the future? You mean 3.1? Yeah, that's on the channel. You can watch it on the live tab. I did do it though, yeah. I loved it. Okay, Fonsa Mima. Ba, 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 ba. So a military city, a place of education, a place of military might, a vast city. It certainly feels that way. I like the lower trombones there, really beautiful. Da 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 da. To be fair, the reason why it sounds like that is because of the rhythm. I mean, that's nothing crazy. Like, the thing is, like, that's all the same. That's the military sound, you know, especially you get a lot of, well, in this case, there's not a lot of drums or snare drums, but typically it would be like snare drums and stuff. But then also too, brass, for whatever reason, is pretty synonymous with like military, especially with sharp rhythms, right? It also feels like a march, doesn't it, guys? Like, it just feels like it's a movement, you know? Desculpa? Ah. Obrigado, yeah. It's my channel's birthday today, yeah! Also, you like how it climbs up? Ba ba beep ba ba. I'll tell the channel you said happy birthday. 3.1 was very Xenoblade? Oh shit. Well, okay, in that case. Ba, 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 ba. You know what it sounds like? You know what's crazy? That actually sounds like the Superman theme. Ba 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 ba. Right? Same thing. All right, so we're gonna do a little bit of analysis on this track. I'll probably stop a few times. The WUWA Xenoblade Venn diagram is a circle. What? Is it really? Is it? Is it really that similar? Well, in that case, I'm sleeping. I gotta get on it. All right, more Ordain, Roaming the Waste. I think I've heard this track before. It's crazy how this soundtrack, I'm going to be stopping a few times. It's crazy how this soundtrack You know what's interesting? I actually don't feel very pulled to the 70s kind of aesthetic. And what's interesting to me about this particular soundtrack is that this isn't the first time. We also hear it with Torna, you know, the battle theme from Torna. The jazz sort of like brightness that you would hear like in like a 70s, you know, Austin Powers or something. Like there's I think that kind of lends itself to brightness, which is really beautiful. It's also interesting because to me, this feels like you're in a vast open plain, kind of like in, you know, like a, in Xenoblade Chronicles 1, when you're in, what's it called? The fields there at the beginning, Gwaur Plains. So like there's a real openness in it, but it's interesting because when it starts, it hits really hard on those beats, right? It's really dominant, and it makes me think about the idea of like giant monsters, like, you know, and obviously I've played enough Xenoblade to like know what you know what certain things sound like, and so there's this real heft and size in that really strong and sharp. One of the things that I've noticed throughout listening to Xenoblade music so far is the fact that I forgot what I was going to say. Shit. What is the one thing I've noticed? I can't fucking remember. It'll come to me. Yeah. Okay. What? So we start off 30 seconds. The first half of this is insanely powerful, right? Very dominant, very heavy, very punchy, very, very, very emphasized, right? But then what they do really well in the soundtracks is that they pivot away so it doesn't remain and become like rote or boring or excessive in the ear. So what actually changes is the we have a pullback. And I think that that's really, really, really evocative, because if it was just the same volume, and I've said this a million times about other things, like if it's just the same volume the whole fucking time, you're going to start to tune out. It's going to all kind of sound the same. You're going to be like, oh, this is good. And then that's it. That's very boring. But here we have dynamics, and we have levels, and levels do such a great job of getting us in a feeling of, you know, sort of kind of being within a piece of music and really committing to it, because you never know where things are going to go. And it's really delightful. See, this is really cool because this is actually, so it's interesting how the build-up, this actually connects to what we just heard, because what we just heard was sort of disparate and sort of split, even though it was building to the theme. Now we actually get to the sort of culmination of that, all those different ideas kind of morphing together and guiding. And again, we have a strong emphasis in this as well with the brass, which is really fun. So I'm going to rewind a little bit and just listen. So 31 seconds. Nice chill piano. Hey, Robzo. Good morning. Right now. A nice counter harmony in the strings. Also, the trumpets there, I actually get this feeling of like an unstoppable force, right? Listen. Hey, Hawaiian. Oh, slow it down. We're thinking about our feelings here. See how it still hits though? Hey, Retention, how are you? You see, This is interesting. It kind of feels like we pull in together and we unify that sound, and it just kind of builds on itself, even though theoretically nothing has really shifted. Like, it's all been kind of the same. We have had some ebbs and flows, but it feels like we re-emphasize, and that re-emphasis kind of lifts us a little bit. You know what I mean? It's so nice. Let me rewind slightly. You just have like random free-form jazz. It's fucking crazy. See, this is cool. And I like that it ends like that. Ba ba. It's very big band jazz. I mean, it's very big band. Again, I mean, honestly, that's not something you hear all that frequently, which is pretty amazing too. You know, like the fact that that's a time and a place. When was big band like most popularity years? Looks like Big Bang's jazz swing early. Yeah. Okay, so early 1910s dominated jazz in the early 1940s when swing was most popular. Yeah, okay. The swing era was in the early 30s. Duke Ellington, of course. It's cool. Yeah, so in the 60s and 70s, big band rock became popular by integrating such musical ingredients as prog rock experimentation, jazz fusion, and the horn choirs often used in blues and soul music. With some of the most prominent... Okay. Huh. Pop rock and jazz rock sector. This, at this point, everything is kind of like it's all become like a bit of a melting pot. So you can't really like pinpoint. You can pinpoint what it sounds like, but the thing is, like, you can't say it's this because this has so many different variations at this point. All right, let's check out Running. Jump. Bow, 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 bow. I love that. Bow, 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 bow. That's interesting. At first it felt like, yeah. Huh. I like how it builds up too. That's crazy because it's sort of the whole thing kind of just rides this line, and then at one point obviously that pivot there was really interesting because it goes from like sort of very hitty and very dominant to like, oh shit, wait, let's sneak in. Still move forward. So the reason we were doing Super Smash stuff is that so there's not like looping. Also because of time, because the rule with these sort of song OST listens is it's 2 hours or 30 tracks, whatever comes first. So the Super Smash Ultimate tracks are just easier because they don't loop. So all right, still move forward. Bing bam bing bam bing bam bing bam bam. Bam bam. Da-da-dee-da-da. Yeah, let's talk about that. I mean, I think like I don't have too much to say, to be honest, and this is a track that I'm going to be breaking down a little bit. But one thing that I really do enjoy is the fact that there's a sense of urgency in it. And it's interesting too because the track is called Still Move Forward. So the rhythm is quite fast, right? Obviously. One of the cool things to me, and I feel like I'm kind of a broken record, is the fact that we have rhythmic tracks in Xenoblade, but what we don't do is we don't pull away from also having legato and sort of like the strings sort of emphasizing and supporting and buoying the experience. So while this track is definitely moving forward and it's really feels like it's like, holy shit, go, 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 we're still maintaining a sound of like elegance. We're still maintaining a sound of optimism and hope and possibility. There's a sort of natural drive in that sound. Bum beam bum 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 beam bum bada bum 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 bum, like that. We gotta go. Like it's not just great, right? Like it's not just a normal battle where we're just doing our thing. Like this feels like it has like a real intentional impetus. Obviously that's obvious, but yeah. So I like that it's I like that even though it's fast, it doesn't pull away from like the melodic writing per se, which is cool. And obviously you get the synthetic sort of sound and the mixture of the sci-fi with the string, and it's very nice. I mean, I don't have too much to say about this one, Hydro, but it's cool. Why bald, bro? Receding hairline. Could have kept my hair going and just kept like pulling it where I wanted. But then I was going to take some supplements, and I decided to I didn't know what it looked like without my hair. So I wanted to at least see. And now I'm going to just keep it this way because I actually like it. I feel way more attractive now. I don't have to think about like, you either like it or you don't. But yeah, that's why. Dude, so proud of your journey. First saw your Genshin videos and stayed for the amazing breakdowns of music and games. Before, I never appreciated the music, but now it is the make or break for me. Oh, bro, thank you, Rocky. I appreciate that so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thanks for being one of the Genshin people that didn't bail. So many angry Genshin people in my life these days. I saw a comment the other day on someone else's video that said, there was an opera singer that once said, and I'm like, oh my God, you petty bitch. Oh, there you go. That's why. So my point. You hear how like it's interesting to me. Like there's got to be some like musical reason, or I don't even know if composers even realize it, to be honest, because I asked them and they don't necessarily know because they're just like expressing themselves. Like I kind of wonder, like, does whoever writes this, and I don't think this is Mitsuda, do they realize that they're writing something that has a sound of optimism in it? like because composing is such a funny thing, like, and that's a really interesting conversation as well. Like as an interpreter, my job was to deliver on something, right? And like the job of interpreters is to present the work of the composer, whether you're an orchestra, a singer, a conductor, whatever, right? Like your goal is to emulate ideally what the composer wants and then put it out there for people to experience it, right? Oftentimes I'm getting the sense that composers don't even know what the fuck they're doing. Like they don't actually know what causes, like, it just kind of flows, right? It's a bit of magic, right? Like obviously they have like theory and principles and things that they learn, but ultimately it's kind of just like whatever feels good, right? And that's the crazy part about the conversation around music that I think is awesome, is that it's all quite nebulous and up for interpretation. Like, and that's why context is great, because context kind of puts the lens over, like, well, this is what it's for, right? But beyond that, I mean, I don't even know that the composers know, it's pretty cool. And it can, to be clear, certainly it would be intentional, right? Certainly it would be intentional, like, oh, let's have this part have this, right? Like, oftentimes, and it just depends. But that being said, we may not consider, while we're writing a melody, what the listener will necessarily interpret, right? So like this little lick here, let me play for you, that I stopped at. Right there. So that. The thing is, like, it is intentional when it comes to composition, but like you don't necessarily know what someone is actually going to feel about that phrase. Now, granted, it's not minor. So chances are, as listeners, you're not going to hear that and be sad. Like by default. So like we know it's major, we know it's optimistic, we know it's positive, right? But like it's our job as listeners to clue into that and be like, oh, I feel a sense of momentum. I feel a sense of purpose. I feel a sense of possibility, like whatever. And that's why I like doing what I do, because none of us fucking know, and I think like it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. Like when you get theorists who then will look at a chord structure and are, super talented musicians that can do that. Right. Which is really cool. But then you also have interpreters who can be like, oh, well, when I sing this or when I feel this, that particular lick is a musical reference to the overall theme of the endgame area where we are too. Oh, that's cool. Cool. Helicopter, helicopter. Hello. So anyway, I think that's great. It's just fun, you know what I mean? And also, I'm just talking, guys. I mean, who knows? They might exactly know what they're doing. A lot of it's vibes based for sure. I mean, even in the Jesper Kid interview, he was like, I'm always trying to kind of one up myself, and I always want to try to find something really interesting. But you know, it's literally like sitting there, you know, and how do I find it, right? It's pretty cool. What phone are you getting? Yeah, and obviously this is now, I'm understanding that now it's obviously a motif that's repeating. And again, a motif is also a totally more complicated thing. I'm no composer, but I do write a lot. Most of the times when I try to plan ahead, I get lost in the sauce. But when I get an idea, I just run with it. And yeah, totally. Samsung S25 Ultra, that's what I have. It runs Enfield perfectly fine. It's a nice little phone, I can't lie. I love it. Let me make sure I love my little S25 Ultra. It's a good phone. I think you'll enjoy it very much. You know what? I was telling my wife yesterday, I was like, I think that I need to write a strongly worded letter to Android, because the reason why I got a haircut after I switched from Apple. And it's almost like Apple was keeping me locked in and closed-minded. And then once I pivoted to Android, it was like, oh my God, I have options for my life. And now I shave my head. So I should write a strongly worded letter to Samsung. Maybe they'll sponsor me, chat. The composers, are Ace, Kenji Hiramatsu, Manami Kiyota, and of course Yasunori Mitsuda. Man, all of you have S25s? Do I go to the gym? No. I need to lose 45 pounds. Probably should, though. What do you mean stuck? S23 is still good. That's a 5-year phone right there. Yeah, absolutely. Schmel, yeah. Yeah, that's a fun track. Hold on. I also like how there's like a sort of pressure that exists through that, and it kind of builds. Okay. All right. I'm going to talk a little bit less just because I want to make sure that we clear as many of these as possible, if not all of them. So, Hydra, I'll do my best. Okay, so Alba Kavanic. Do you see that the S26 Ultra is going to use the same battery? Apparently, for the last 10 years, they've always used 5,000 milliamp battery. They've never upgraded the Hey, Dundums, thank you. Oh, thank you, Jarnet. Okay, that's interesting. So cool that we get these deeply orchestral tracks. Is this a desert? Ba 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 ba. Oh, that's cool. city near the desert. Bye, Mello. I like how That's cool. That's fun. I think this is 4 to the floor. Actually, dude, you can hang out anytime, man. You can hang out anytime. My gacha game stuff is literally like honestly, I would probably say at this point, gacha games are probably like 10% of my expenditure. Like most of the stuff we do is just like vibing and listening to music and discovering stuff. And you like it, you don't like it, you know, you stay and watch the stream, you leave and don't watch the stream. Like it's funny. It's funny because like Wuthering Waves at this point is probably like something I'm somewhat known for. Well, definitely known for it in that community, obviously, and I'm happy about it because I like Wuthering Waves. But I would say that the vast majority of the stuff on the channel is actually not even gacha anymore. It used to be that it was like every like 3 videos it would probably be like a gacha game. Now, I mean, it depends on also with sponsorships. When like sponsors tend to be gacha games just because that's where the money is. But I usually only do stuff I actually like. But I mean, I've slowed down my uploads quite a bit. So like, yeah, Enfield was the last one. That was 2 weeks ago. And then of course Wuthering Waves. Oh, and then and I had a sponsorship with Reverse 1999. So 3 weeks ago, I had quite a bit. And then of course there's like woo stuff that happens. But in general, like I'm just hanging out, man. Like, I mean, Zelda took up a big part of I did a Reverse 99, then I streamed Enfield twice, then Woo. But then we've been listening to visual novels, Super Mario Galaxy, finished Mario Galaxy yesterday, started Mugenics, and then I will say we've been doing a lot of anime stuff, a lot of like anime themed things for sure. Tsukihime, Trails in the Sky, yeah, but honestly, like, well, it's been a kind of a slow January, February, but like I kind of pushed like crazy at the end of the year. But we did the Stand Up for Cancer stream, listening to music. That was the last community stream we did. Today's the next one. We raised $5,000 that day. But yeah, so I mean, like in general, I really, I mean, I'm happy that people come and watch the gacha stuff, but there's so much more that I do here. Not that I'm like, come watch me do everything, but all that to say, like, there's lots of stuff. Also because like, I also really don't want to have a gacha community. I want to have like music enjoyers. Like that's my ideal person. I'll tell you what, my ideal like YouTube subscriber that actually like subscribes and like wants to engage in the content in an active way is a person who loves discovering music, loves listening to music, loves vibing to music, loves just existing within music. That's kind of why I don't do like individual videos. And now there are some times where if I feel really compelled, like the Monster Hunter Stories 3 main theme is banging. You know, the Tim Follin video, that's like a 10 out of 10. It's very bad, like for analytics, but it was fun to listen to that music. Much more interested in doing single video reactions of stuff that I'm deeply passionate about. But that's why everything's kind of become packaged in the way that it has. The non-gamer series is doing so well. I love sharing a diverse repertoire. Like people come in and be like, oh, what? Nothing from FromSoft or nothing from whatever. And it's like, that's not the point. The point is like, you know, I have like the shortest video game themes coming up soon. I have an Unkslop video coming up soon. I have another scary game video coming up that I have to film tomorrow. Like, so it's fun because that's the person that I want to be like in my space with me is a person who just loves music. Now, I don't love every track. I don't love discovering new stuff, but what I found over the course of 4 years is people come to watch what they like and then they leave, you know? And what I want to do as I continue to sort of, you know, build a community is like get people that are like-minded, that are open-minded too. They're like, you know, gacha games kind of suck. Like I don't want to spend money, but man, the music's great. Like that's my ideal audience member, you know? Oh, Xenoblade Chronicles? Man, I don't play anime games, but that shit smacks. You know what I mean? Like I haven't played JRPGs in 10 years, but man, that goes hard. Like that's my ideal, like if I were to pick like my perfect subscriber, that's what I want. Not the person. I mean, and look, I'm grateful for people that show up and like, you know, watch a one particular stream, but I would much rather have like a group of people that are just there for the vibes and to hang out and like, you know, want to laugh and want to have fun. Like that to me is like the next step for me. It's like, how do I build a community? Because, you know, I'm working with a YouTube strategist. I don't want to take too much time because I want to keep going. And he was like, dude, you're like a personality channel. And I go, no, I'm not. People come and watch what they want to watch and then they go. Bro, I looked at the analytics with him. Every one of these bigger videos, and I was like, I feel like I'm selling out when I make these big videos. And he was like, no, dude, they watch. Every one of these videos, 70% of you are returning viewers. Only like 4% are new viewers. And then he showed me the analytics of a channel with like 4 million subscribers. 70% of the people watching that were new subscribers. And he was like, any other strategist would tell you to keep pushing for new subscribers. But what we want to do is we want to keep tailoring to the people that are watching, because 70% of people come back and watch the content. So he was like, your personality channel, whether you like it or not. People are coming for you. Obviously, they want to have the stuff that they like, you know, but they are more like, if it's the subject matter that interests them and you're doing it, they will watch. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. Because like, for instance, yesterday I did a Follin Brothers video that absolutely bombed. And what I realized is that while the Follin Brothers are cool, a very small percentage of people actually wants to listen to that. And I know this for a fact because when you look at YouTube didn't push it, the subscribers didn't watch it, didn't click, and it didn't really like push out. It's just very interesting, you know? So anyway, that's a rant, but what's up? Sorry. Huh? I appreciate that headshot. Thank you. Sorry, I was ranting and I appreciate that, IA. Thank you. I actually like Bastion. It's probably my favorite of the Supergiant games, to be honest. I've got a great fireside music chat video coming up soon. Yes, with Jacksepticeye. Let me push play on the next track, and then I'll read through your comments. So, because it went somewhere else. This is the night theme of Alba Kavanich. Okay, I'll skip that one, Hydro, sorry. Hey, Cringy, thank you. You're a gateway drug? Bro. Yeah, thank you. That's sweet. Weeb stock. This is gorgeous. You know what's interesting? It's interesting to me that night themes oftentimes are more. I think it just depends on your mood, right? Night themes are a vibe. Like night themes just hit. Like they. It's interesting to me how I almost always gravitate towards night themes much more than day themes, and I think because like in general, like day themes obviously are there to hype you up, to get you going, to like, you know, you're busy, right? Night themes are like lo-fi, chill lo-fi. You know what I mean? Like it's fun. I love night themes. Yeah, I have a fighting game video I'm gonna plan, so don't worry. I look like your doctor? No, the Folan brothers are, they did music in the 90s. You see, so like it's interesting because this is loud, this is boisterous, boppy, boppy, bop, bop, boppy, but it doesn't take away from the like the sense of there's still grandiosity, but it's still kind of like dialed down. Well, I play RE9, yes, and there was a question earlier. They might have left. I've played RE. I played Resident Evil. Played Resident Evil 2. I played Resident Evil 2 remake. I've not played Resident Evil 3 actually, either that or the remake. Well, the remake I heard wasn't very good, so I kind of just put it down. But I never played the original either. I've played Resident Evil 4 remake. Honestly, I've played most of them. I played Resident Evil 6. That shit sucks. I've not played Resident Evil 5. I really don't like tank controls. Not that that's related to 5. I've not played Code Veronica, but the rumor is that there's a remake on the way. I will shit myself. I love Code Veronica is the one that I probably want to play the most. Because I read a synopsis of Code Veronica and that shit's crazy. I've not played RE8 just because I can't get past the opening. I keep dying to the fucking werewolf men, so I'm like, fuck this. And then I'm looking to play RE9, but it's not high on my priority list. So I don't know if I'll play it like the day it comes out, but I'll probably play it eventually. Well, maybe I will play it at the same time. I don't know. Oh yes, the donation stream. Thank you for the reminder, actually. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, it's nice. Still kind of loud, but nice. You will recall our names. Is this one of the ones? Let's see. Sorry. Yes, that's one of the tracks. Wait, Hydro, is this the one you want me to Is this the one you want me to Hydro? Some people were born to be bald. You looking hella fine. Thank you. Holy fuck. Oh, okay, thanks. Ooh, so it's interesting here how, like, so obviously it starts heavy as fuck, right? And that's awesome. Ba, 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 ba. And we have this throughout it. But, like, what's cool here is that we actually get this really fun dissonance. Ba, be, ba, ba. And I think, like, what's cool about that to me is how, like, using dissonance and using, like, you know, just chromatic step, ba, be, ba, ba, ba. That just feels really good, and it's fun, and it gets you kind of, it just smacks. And this is the kind of track where, you know, it's interesting too, because the title's called You Will Recall Our Names. And I love focusing on titles because, you know, lyrics are important, and looking at titles, you can kind of think about, like, what the composer was trying to, like, point at. But it's interesting how one can say, if the title is You Will Recall Our Names, the point will be, hey, I'm a person of worth. You're going to remember my face. You're going to remember this bald head, and you're going to never forget it, right? Like, you're going to recall our name. You're going to remember us. And so then we take it a step further and we say, okay, so if that's the idea, then you will recall our names. All right, well, this is probably something about emphasis, right? If I want you to remember my name, that means I want you to, like, keep it in your mind. So that means that I have to do certain things in order for you to never forget it. And so what will I do? In the case of this, there will be a battle. You know what I mean? Bro, I got you, Lemmy. Thank you. I got a beanie right here, bro. So it's like, say my name. You know what I mean? But it's interesting because it is different than the You Will Know Our Names, because You Will Know Our Names doesn't feel quite as hard as this. Bro, when I shaved my head the other day, or when I was leaving the barber, I was so fucking cold. I was like, what the fuck? It's so cold. Why is it so cold? So it's pretty cool how heavy this is. That's beautiful. Jesus. Yeah, you hear that? Ba-da-ba. Sorry, I don't mean to stop when it, like, it's the eargasm part, but, like, you hear how when it switches like that produces that feeling of, like, fuck yes, you will remember my name. You will recall us, bitch. I will let you know. And so there's all this, like, power, you know? Wait, hold on. After the first named enemy battle track I composed was scrapped, this piece finally emerged during the final stages of production when Xenoblade Chronicles 2 had permeated my entire being after 1 year of development. Over drums and bass, there are fierce and at times piercing electric guitar strings and bass tech, switching between the main melody and counter melodies, weaving. You know, this motherfucker on Twitter told me that counter melody wasn't a real thing, and I've stopped saying it because I don't know why. Why would I assume that some fucking person on Twitter knows more about music than I do? And I try not to flame or throw my shit out there, but I went to music school for 14 fucking years. Like, I guess I started saying counter harmony because technically counter melody is like a sort of a thing. Counter melody doesn't really, I mean, compared to a counter harmony, hold on, in music a counter melody, because then I looked it up and I was like, wait a second, have I been saying the wrong shit this whole time? In music, a counter melody, often counter melody, is a sequence of notes perceived as a melody written to be played simultaneously. I hate this. Did I really just fucking have some dumb bitch gaslight me? Oh, counter harmony. Oh, it's a counter harmony that isn't real. Counter melody and harmony are both ways of combining multiple melodic lines, but they serve different musical roles and are created perceived. Okay, hold on. Harmony, vertical alignment, yes. Create chords, yes. Usually, yeah, it's all based on chords, choral structure supporting a minute. Counter melody is a secondary independent. I fucking hate. All right, anyway. I'm mad. I can't believe I got gaslit by some fucking random fucking person. So angry. So mad. Yeah. Anyway. People who know a lot can be wrong too. Yeah, I agree. I'm always fucking wrong. I'll say shit and be like, that's not. There was a period of time where I was saying enharmonics, and enharmonics enharmonic is just a name. So like if you have a B flat and you have an A sharp, it's an enharmonic. It's the same note. And thank you, Satellite. And I was saying, instead of saying dissonance or like flats and sharps, I was saying enharmonics because I was thinking about the fact that like it was chromatic and it was all just kind of like out of the scale. But I kept saying enharmonics or my brain. I'm tired. Anyway, what was I? Anyway, so I love the counter. I don't know what the point of this fucking rant was, but. Are B and C flat the same note? You know what? Yes, but actually in principle, no. In delivery, actually, no. The way, this is stupid, but the way that you would sing a B natural compared to how you would sing a C flat in terms of like the mental process of shifting the note is actually different. Also, it depends on how it also would depend on how you're approaching the note, because if you're approaching a B natural from say the lower neighbor, the A, or a G, G, B, that's obviously not how they are, but that's a ba, B. Is that a third? No, that's a minor. What's a minor? Ba, B, ba. So wait. Do, sol, fa, do, sol, fa, do, sol. Okay. Sol, fa, mi, do, mi, sol. Okay. So if I'm approaching from a G, do, mi, that's different than if I'm going sol, fa, mi, re. Anyway, so it's different. It actually is a little bit. It's the same, but it isn't. It's really interesting. Bro, we're having a good time though, right? Right, Hydro? We're having a good time. Anyway, you won an MMA tournament? Holy fuck. You're scary. It is related to scales, yeah. I don't want to make music, Gabe. It's not what I want to do with my life. Hydraulics send a little bit. Oh, the double bass. I also love how the double bass there really gives us a sense. Double bass is a really amazing thing because it just is such an impactful, vibrant, full-bodied kind of feeling. And that actually really kind of gives emphasis and gives a boost to the experience. So good. I like how there's still hope in that too, though. Right? Yeah, 8-bit's so good at that. No, I never heard that. Wow. So it's cool. It's cool how the trumpets and the upper register especially really get out that feeling of enthusiasm and that feeling of excitement. Now the whole track here is it's interesting how so just to muse on the track idea. So we listen to the whole thing. You Will Recall Our Names is interesting because it's really, really, really powerful. And it's really, really, really like a dominant track, you know? Like it's not a plea. It's a like, you will recall our name. You know what I mean? And it's interesting how the intention behind the music, because of the way that it's written, is direct. It's pointed at you. It's emphasized. It's heavy. And it's cool because it's not like, hey, can you possibly remember my name? It's, you're going to fucking remember my name. And I think like that's pretty cool. Bringer of Chaos, Ultimate Zeke Battle.
2 years Markham 55 Pog.
Oh my God, 2 years Pursuer, Jesus, even through a government shutdown, you still showed up. I appreciate you. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Wow, crazy, dude. There was one like in December. Hey, Somian, thank you. That's cool. Da da ba da da be da. Ba da ba da da be da. Ba da ba da da da. Da da ba da da ba da. You're doing a fan art? Oh, that's nice of you. Ooh, holy crunch. Da da da. Ja da da. I love that. Also, the steps down like that. That's fun. Da 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 da. fun how like that, so much of that is chromatic movement. So there's like, it you know what it does? It kind of gives like a smirk. That track is really smarmy, you know. Obviously it's Zeke battle, but it's like what the fuck, you know, like it's very like, it's kind of spits in your face. It's very like, get out of here. It's like, oh, watch what I can do. It's like a very youthful, sort of aggressive. I keep picturing like a more intelligent Ryuji from Persona 5, but not at all that vibe at all. But at the same time, like there's a bit of like a hoidiness, an air of chip on the shoulder. Yggdrasil. Wow, it was conceived as 8-bit? Holy shit. What did I do with my hair? It's on the floor somewhere at a barber. Obviously a place of magic and mystery and weight, size, importance. Whoa. Wow. Da, da, da. I think this might be my favorite track so far. That bass is so interesting. Ba-dum, be-dum, ba-bum, ba-dum, be-dum. Wow. Wow. That's gorgeous. Oh, wow. Oh. Holy shit. That is so good. Oh. Wow. The power of Jin. accordion. Listen to that. I love that. Shabba-ba-ba-bee-ba-ba-ba-ba, right? Da-ba-da-ba-dee-ba-dee-ba-dee-ba-dee-ba-dee. Shabba-da-ba-dee-ba-dee-ba-da. It's so desperate. Wow. Wow. That's beautiful, dude. Oh, what a weird ending. Oh, I like that. Ooh, Drifting Soul. This is one of my favorite tracks. I've heard this.
Reaches out so far.
Wow.
Beyond what I can see. How far would I be walking till I reach the end of the path that's to be seen? I would keep thinking, questioning to myself, why do I have to walk this path? Oh, why? I can't seem to find the real meaning to this path that I take fate to accept, and my goal seems so far away. So tell me why I'm here and what's the reason I am here today. If I recall, it was you wished that I would stay. No matter how much wind will blow against me, I will keep running. I will keep moving on to find the answer to. I'm lost in search for you. I'm tired from the constant carry on, shouting that I can't see a way ahead. The words would fill the midst so gently in the air, and it melts as time just passes by. When I'm alone, there
You know what? I said I like this song. I'm actually not crazy about this song. But it's mostly because of it's just a little bit too country for me. I mean, I'll get into it. I do like that part. I like this part here. I don't like the harmony very much. It might be the lyrics. It might be the lyrics. The lyrics are a little bit like campy. I'm sure in context it's excellent. 1,000,000%. I mean, reminds me of some like Beatles stuff. I do like the strings there a lot. Don't get me wrong, I do like the strings a lot. It's just a little bit on the nose. That's interesting. I always like knowing why I don't like something. Sometimes I really have a hard time. It's like, I think it's cool to like figure out why you don't like something. I think it's very intelligent to find out why you don't like something. Because it's like, most people don't even think about it. They're like, oh, that's trash. Why is it trash? Well, slop. Okay, but like, why? Because if you know, then you're actually emotionally intelligent enough to like have a discussion about why you don't like it. No one has to say no one can say you're wrong. But I think it's pretty cool when you can like figure out why you don't like something. You've never heard of Mexican country? And you're Mexican? You live in the wrong places, man. Mexican country, lots of Mexican country out there. Yo soy triste porque mi novia no me gusta mucho más. Yo soy muy triste porque yo no miraste la televisión para mi novio en la basura. Porque no me gustan los tacos y los beans. Me gustan hablando ranchero de mí. There you go. That's Mexican country. Oh, porque yo soy triste. Yo no tengo los pantalones de mí. Cuando yo hace la caca en mis pantalones, mi novia la si. Anyway, Battle in the Skies Above. Okay. Don't you dare send that to Iron Mouse. Yeah, no, it falls flat out of context, but that's okay. We know that. Sometimes some songs just need context. Not all of them. Down, 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 down. Why the fuck? Why is there a Helldivers 2 movie? What? We did one. It's called fucking Starship Troopers. Ah, man. There used to be a time when we had really bad video game movies. And we didn't do them. Now we're doing them all day, every day. Tiffany is crazy.
Get ready.
The fuck was that? I like how, you know, the juxtaposition between the instrumental orchestral stuff and the heavy synth uses there is really, really cool to me. It's so like visceral. And what I like about it is that it gives the sound of like a post-apocalyptic sort of destruction. Like I picture this giant ship and just flying in the clouds trying to bring this thing down. It's like, all hands on deck, this thing is coming. It's like, look at it's coming out of the space or whatever. After despair and hope. Nice heavy hit on the piano there. Bomb. Bomb. Wow. Wow. Dun, 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 dun. Wow. cool. I think, you know what really works? Oh, first of all, hold on. I think one of the reasons that's so excellent is because the piano really is just so excellent. The piano is absolutely beautiful, and what I love about this is how heavy it is with the orchestra, but then also, again, it oscillates, and we hear this throughout this entire soundtrack. It oscillates between loudness and softness, gentleness and aggression. Well, after despair and hope, right? And you have those two emotions kind of playing in there, and then the chorus is just excellent. And then we have I lost my whole train of thought because I looked at the DLC track and my brain just totally disappeared. But I loved that track. That track was beautiful. Really, yeah. It has a lot of weight to it for sure. It's very heavy. One Last You ending theme. Oh, wow.
Very end of eternity. The final day has come to an end. It's gone for good. I would then slowly close my eyes and be cuddled by the shining memory piece. It will trace back all the memories with you. That's the only wish I have. The last day with you was truly magical. The frozen time began to flow. At last the longest night has gone and brought it light. I felt myself melt in the morning light.
Hey, Supernova, thank you for so much. 6 months? Wow. Crazy. Thank you so much.
Final grain of sand is dropped. I will slowly, so quietly fall into sleep. I see you just fade away. Your silhouette is gone.
Hi, Bloomberg.
time with the one man I loved. I wouldn't care how and where it should be, but I need one last time. I wanna tell you how I feel inside for you. I want you to know.
Yeah, that's beautiful, dude. Oh, God. So, you know, the thing is, don't get mad. The thing is, that's very much in line with what you would hear at like a modern, like non-denominational Christian church. Okay. That being said, it is beautiful and it feels like a prayer. It feels very much like we are reflecting and invoking, peace and tranquility and a hope for, a hope for the future and a hope for betterment and change. And it really feels like, please listen to me. Please hear how important this is. Right. And it's beautiful. Our eternal land. Wow. Thank you. Wow. Yes, this is the most one. This it sounds like we the wounded shall overcome. Yeah. It's another prayer though. It's another invocation. You know? Yeah, this is like Episcopalian. It's not a negative. Beautiful inner harmony though with the. Whoa. Yeah. Oh my God, the so prolonged. Oof. I would have liked a little bit more lift there. Buddy, we're not making cancer jokes. That's not appropriate at all. Oh, I love that. Ba, ba, da, da. The slight humming and the ooze in the chorus is very, 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 very beautiful and just so delicate and gentle and divine. I mean, it's just so delightful. Really sublime. So beautiful. it's crazy to me that this soundtrack has this kind of variety in it. Yeah, that's excellent. All right, we're gonna move into well, Hydro, what do you want to do? So we have about 10 minutes left. Would you rather save the DLC for another time and we just like listen to a few of them now, or do you want to how do you want to what do you want to do? You tell me. I really want to play Xenogears. Well, how about I start it and then we see where we land? Because some of these are very long. Well, maybe some of them loop, though. So, all right, let's just go to the beginning of our memory. Wow. Hallo, Deutschland. See, this is gorgeous. It's actually crazy to me how the expansion can fill out. I mean, like, you hear how like rich this is? Wow. Hey, Marbo. Stop after turn, okay. It's a very honest sound, too. And that's all, this is all like hope, right? This sort of momentum here. It's beautiful how the left hand and the right hand kind of intertwine. And the slowdown here is excellent. Oh. It's so lovely. Oh wow, that's how it ends? Oh, it didn't even it doesn't resolve. It doesn't want you to cuz it's about it wants to be about really hope and like the navigation of the self. Like how do you grow and emerge out of like a dark circumstance? You know what I mean? Like it feels very like soul poured out. All right, we'll do some stopping and starting. I actually have a video on Torna that you're welcome to watch at some point. It's like thousands of videos back, but So I won't do too much stopping and starting, but I'll do some. I just think the beginning, classic. The beginning here is so excellent to me because it starts with and that adrenaline is fun because this is like, come and get it, come and get it. The energy is naturally taunting and naturally like, what are you gonna do? Come on, you know, and it's fun, you know, especially with that little scat thing. And it's cool too because the percussion follows the melody. And so you have this excellent flow. It's cool. And then you get the bass in it as well. And the whole thing just like is elevated, right? The whole thing is very crisp. It's very poppy. Like not pop, but like it has like a popcorn pop. Like it's the energy in it is very, very, very enthusiastic. Actually, I never thought about that. If you listen, that's where the like sword swings come into play. Oh, hey bird. That part's really fun. And then the tension, maybe I really shouldn't do reactions to previous songs. You know why? Because those videos are going to be like stopping and starting every 5 seconds. But there's so many little details. And this is the thing about music that's so fucking amazing, is that there's just constant stuff. Thank you so much. There's so much stuff to listen to. There's so much stuff. I love that. Because you can never listen to something. It's why I hate reaction channels. What do you mean you're going to listen to it once and then move on to the next thing? It's so fucking lame. Like, there's so much stuff to uncover, you know, but like there's so much stuff. And that's cool too because as the strings are taking a walk, you know. And then we go. Here we go. Sharp, sharp, sharp. And then also like the glissando time, and it's fun because it's just so cool. And then you know that sound is so bright, it's so energetic. You know, I was in a state there. Hold on. That's enthusiasm. I love that. Because then it repeats itself, and then it's like, no, we're gonna. Who cares? You know what I mean? It's just so exciting. And then we go for a walk in the bass. And I also love because it's supported. That step down there is so exciting. And there too, I love this too because it goes da 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 dum da 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 dum 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 da 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 dum da 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 dum. But that sharpness there is really exciting. Da 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 dum da 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 dum 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 da 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 dum da 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 dum dum dum. Like that That sort of builds adrenaline to me, you know? And even there, dum dum, dum 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 dum. That's like, holy shit, you know? And then even there, that's the slight change. Ba-dee-da, ba-da, ba-dee-da, ba-dee-da. Even that just a little, listen to how like all of this kind of comes together. Listen to this. Thank you, Silverings. Because we have a stretch. Bum, ba-dee-da, ba-da. Right, that slight little breath and lift gives tons of space. This is so fun. Right? This is danger. This is danger. Now it stacks on itself, right? And then it resets. And then we pull back. This is actually genius. You see what we do there? We actually stretch. Bum, beam, bum, beam, bum, bee. So we actually pull back. I don't know. I wouldn't call it rubato per se. Hold on one second. Let me go. That's a soft reset, is what it is. Ba bum 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 yeah. Ba-dee-da, ba-da. And then we catch up to the tempo, so it actually has a slowdown, and then we pick back up. Right? Ba, ba. Right back into tempo. Pull back everything, so it's just the piano and the strings. And then the bass comes in, and it's interesting. It's interesting how full the bass is. Then we just repeat right back in it. That's... And then we go for a walk. And this is classic. I mean, like, no, I'm not like a jazz expert or anything, but I've heard enough jazz bands in my life. And what's really cool here is that this is a classic jazz thing where we essentially give way to movement. And we give way to like just kind of going on a walk. And we just kind of are moving through the thing, and everyone kind of takes their turns and has their different sort of moment to improvise within the structure, right? Because you hear dum 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 dum, right? I'm sorry, I forgot it was a duet between the piano and the bass. Oh my god, this piano's so fucking hot, dude. I would fuck this piano. Yo, Rico, what's up? Great. Right? That's such a sick lick, dude. It's got so much... You know, like, God, that feels so fucking good, doesn't it? Tickling the keys. Isn't that so funny, dude? Oh, God. Wait, that should be a short. I didn't mean to say that. Hold on. That's so fucking funny. 232.
Hey Marco, how are you doing today? Quick question, have you listened to the Battlefield 1 soundtrack?
I love Battlefield 1. I love Battlefield 1. Also, thank you so much for 4 months. I love Battlefield 1 soundtrack. Are you kidding? Battlefield 1 is one of my favorite games. So again, bass is fine. We're going for a walk. And that's cool too, because then that's cool too, because you know, because it's really like, it's just all about hits, you know, it's very strong. It's interesting because it's such a unique theme, because we really don't get like big band jazz as a battle theme. Like, it's not possible. Sorry I said I would fuck the piano. That was inappropriate. It slipped. me saying that slipped. And then all the while you got the percussionist, just on the drum set, just, and then this, oh fuck, right? And then the percussionist now gets his turn. It's like, holy shit, the scales. And then we're back in. And then and this is sick too, because again, it's that unison. Da-da, 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 bow! That's so satisfying. You know what I mean? Robzo, are you on YouTube and on... Are there two Robzos in my chat? Robzo20 and Robzo1439? What the fuck? Who's Robzo? How can you both be Robzo? It's gotta be one person. Also the hits there. Bam, tikam, tikam, bam, bam, biang. It's... Oh! It's just so good. Anyway... yeah, a delight. Thank you so much, Hydro, for requesting more Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I think, are you working through all of Xenoblade Chronicles? But this was immensely satisfying, as always. I mean, Xenoblade Chronicles is great. I appreciate you guys coming to hang out. Sorry we have to end, but we're at 2:35, so we have like 4 more tracks. Hydro, we can figure out what to do with the rest of these, but I appreciate that. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, guys, for coming to hang out. We will be back later today at 5:00 p.m. EST. So that's 17 o'clock for those of you in Europe. If you want to come and hang out and request, I mean, we won't be able to get to everybody, obviously. But at 5:00 p.m. we'll be doing a 4-year anniversary. Today is my 4-year anniversary of being a YouTuber. So thank you so much. Double the love. Really appreciate you guys. Be well. Feel free to scan the QR code if you want to check out those really cool shirts. And yeah, thanks a ton. I will see you at 5:00 later today. Okay? Bye, guys. Be well. I love the music. Thank you. Yes. Thank you, Hydro, for all of this really great stuff today. Appreciate it. All right, guys. Bye.